All right, guys, I have a Neptune 4 Max, which I just bought. And this is the second time I'm having this issue, which basically print got detached from the printer and kind of start this diff blob that they call it on the internet. Since I already replaced it once, I wanted to try to see if you can salvage this. Most of the people on the internet say if you get this issue to this level, which you can see all the wires are tangled, it's impossible to fix. But we're going to try to see if we can fix this. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to start instead of using heat, which I've been trying so far. I'm going to try to cut the wires loose first so I can protect them. Last time this happened to me, I tried to kind of yank the PLA off, and what that did, it kind of took off the thermistor wires, and that was the end of it. Once you use the thermistor wires, which are really tiny, they're actually not even on here. They're this black wire here, that's the thermistor wire that goes to the board over here. And if you lose that, the printer basically refuses to heat up afterwards, and it's over. You cannot really fix it. So you have to be very, very careful if you want to save your printer at this point. And I mean, when you get to this point and I show you another problem, I have the some of the print material in the fan. So basically this unit is toast, but I'm trying to see if we can somehow fix it. So I'll post the video if I can, but I'm gonna start with loosening up these wires first. So right now I'm gonna try to use a wire cutter and slowly and carefully around this wire. My goal is to take these two wires out, these two heater wires out first. Looks like the thermistor wire is the top one is almost free. The bottom one looks like it's tangled. We have to get to that. That's the toughest one. But we're gonna start with the heater wires, carefully trying to dig them out with this, and then we'll get to melting it and trying to remove the mess. But this we want to save the hot end wires first. So I was able to loosen the heater wire from the main body of the PLA, and I also disconnected the both connectors. That's really important to relieve the stress from these wires. Now I can see this is almost over, like we're getting into the heater end. The nice thing about it is that if you plug these two in, we can heat up the nozzle again, and that's going to melt some of the material here, so we could easily remove the rest of this. I'm still going to try to cut some of the material with the pliers still to try to clean it up a little bit, but I'm going to be very careful. As you can see, still is like diffusing a bomb a little bit, but it's also kind of fun. Okay, I was able to successfully release the heater cable, so that's fantastic. Looks like we are almost there in terms of releasing these cables so we can save the printer. But I'm gonna keep going a little bit more. It's still unclear what's going on in the back here with that wire. If I can see that going into the nozzle, I think we'll be in a really good shape. I may try to heat the nozzle up right now to try to clear around it a little bit, now that we know where the wires are going. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Okay, quick updates. I'm heating up the printer to 205 right now, it looks like. And then I'm almost digging the nozzle out. As you can see, the wires, looks like the back wire is the only one at risk right now. The rest of them are out. I'm gonna try to remove this section right now as much as I can so that we can more clearly see the back wire, but I think we're almost there. If we can get that wire out, we can save this head to some extent at least. Okay, I was able to take the fan assembly off, which was stuck, by heating the nozzle. This went really well. So far it's doing very. The only wire that's tangled right now is this bottom wire right now. You can see it's tangled here. If I can open that up, I think we can loosen all the important wires for now, save the head, and slowly try to clean this up. But this is the last important step. We're still not out of the woods yet. All right, I'm happy to announce that looks like we are out of the woods to some extent. The head is free. It's all like just cleaning, and I'm gonna remove this and try to clean the fan next. But there's some hope here right now. Okay, we were able to loosen all the wires, and the head still is working. It is in a really rough shape, but still working. I just don't know if the fans are working. Next thing, I'm gonna put the screws back on the fan. I have an extra boot for from the last one that I can put on, so it'll look a little bit more reasonable. And I'm just gonna clean this extra material off, and then we'll try to see if we can print. Actually, I want to show you for you guys that this happened to you first and you don't know what's going on. I want to show you what's going on, so that hopefully will help you. So normally when you buy the printer, it has this boot over the nozzle, so you won't see the wire routing, and that was my mistake the first time. So the thermistor wires go from the side, from this clip. As you can see, there is covered with material at the moment, but I'll try to point it to you. So this is these two are the thermistor wires. Are really fine, so you need to be very careful with these. They go to the side of the right hand side of the nozzle, and this clip will hold them there. So whatever you do, you need to make sure you don't pull them out. If you pull them out, it's gonna basically permanently dislodge from the head, from this hole, and it's over. You have to buy a new hot end. And these are the power that again comes from the top, and usually there's a boot over all this stuff, so you don't see what's going on. Yep. I use this opportunity to also upgrade my tip to 0.8. I think I can push more plastic through. So if you want to do something like that, this is the best time. Like, you have to get it to this state to do it. So this is the best time. So this is the head now with all the material cleaned. The only issue I have is one of the fans is not coming up, so I'm gonna check that out later, like right after this. But the head looks like it's in a good shape. Right now I'm testing the fans. The only fan that's not working is this fan. I can see that it blows air towards the heatsink. I think that's used to control the temperature of the nozzle. That's my guess. It'll try to cool it down. I'm not sure. Let me try to heat up the nozzle. Maybe this comes on. Let's try it. I'm guessing this fan is supposed to be running right now, but it's not. I think it was stalled because of print material, and you can see it's damaged. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be running right now or only when you're trying to print. But when I put the printer, like set the temperature to 110, it was able to self-regulate. So I'm not 100% sure at the moment if this fan, what it does, but I'm gonna try to see if we can find it on Amazon and buy it. But I'm gonna put the head back together, see if we can just print a trowel run, maybe a small part, just to check it out. All right guys, I want to show you how good the head looks like right now after this much effort. I put the boot back on. It's a 0.8 nozzle. Looks pretty awesome, I think. Let's put the fan together, and I'm gonna put the printer back together and try to print a trial run. Okay, here we go guys. As you can see, the head is back together. I mean, it does kind of look rough around the fan, and obviously we still don't know if the fan is working or not, one of them, but it's fairly clean. I think there's some material. I'm not gonna really mess with it. You see there's some damage here around the LED, but that's okay. Yeah, and the front looks like this. So let's install it on the printer and see how it works. But by no means I'm claiming this is going to be safe or anything like that, so absolutely do it at your own risk. I'm going to also try it, make sure that third fan comes on before I start using it. Alright guys, I put the printer head back together. It looks pretty okay, so let's clean this thing up and connect it and put the cover on and go for some prints. Alright, the issue I'm facing seems pretty trivial, but looks like the extruder is clogged. I'm trying to fix that at the moment to see if we can print. One thing I forgot to do is I had to replace the PTFE tube in there because I mean obviously it's probably damaged, so I'm going to do that right now. Alright guys, this is super exciting. Now we're going to try extruding material with 0.8 nozzle as well, the fixed head. Look at it. Yeah, look at that. It's fixed. Awesome, super happy about this. So it is possible to fix your printer. You just have to be patient, and remember, use one of these first, very carefully, release the cables, and then use the heat from the nozzle itself to, carve it away. It is possible. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like my video so I can keep going.